Hello everyone, I'm MVL and this is an unboxing video for my new PC, which is a PC Specialist Vortex STS gaming PC. Now, I don't speak PC fluently, but I will try to give you the specifications now so you are informed as we move through the video and unbox it. It has an Intel Core i7-10700 processor, which is an octa-core at 2.9 GHz 4.8 GHz with a 16 megabyte cache. There is 16 gigabyte DDR4 2400 MHz RAM currently installed with a maximum of 32 gigabyte. The graphics card is an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 with 8 gigabytes GDDR6 for that. And the storage is a 2 terabyte hard drive, and it also has a 512 gigabyte SSD in there as well. Now, the screws you saw in that box were in case you wanted to add anything extra, which I don't at this time. As you can see, much of the fans and parts of the PC were covered in plastic, so I like to get that off. Now, a big reason that I wanted to get this PC was so that it would have that new RTX graphics card, so I could make use of what was formerly known as RTX Voice. Here you can see the power button and some USBs there, the headphone socket, and a reset button. And yes, so NVIDIA Voice is now known as NVIDIA Broadcast, and that's a great noise suppression utility on your microphone, and I really wanted use of that. Obviously, there are a lot of motivating factors to getting a new PC, but for me, that was the defining factor. So here, there was a notification on the side of the case here that you would need to open it up and remove some packaging from the inside. So I took a screwdriver and I opened this up. This is the glass side of the case, so you can see inside to the components. So when this is off, we will also be able to see the internals as well. Really easy to unscrew this, and it doesn't need to be put back on very tight either. And this is just so you can see into the computer. Obviously, you wouldn't want to leave this off. You wouldn't want any dust or anything like that getting into the computer. This was something else covered in plastic, so I also got rid of that. Fortunately, most of the fans are covered up, so there's not likely to be anything getting into the internal components that I don't want to be there. Speaking of stuff I don't want inside of there, here's that packaging, which was fortunate because in transit that stopped anything moving around, but we get rid of that. And now you can see the insides here with the GeForce RTX graphics card taking up, I would say, the bulk of the space in there. There's some massive fans in there as well to prevent it from getting too hot, and you can see all of the internals there. I'm going to put the glass part of the case back on. We'll still be able to see the internals when they are working and lit up, because like most modern computers, this is full of RGB lighting, whether you like that or not. So I'm going to put the screws back on here. Very easy to get these back on, and then I will tighten them up with a screwdriver, but not overly tighten because it doesn't really need to be that tight. You wouldn't want it rumbling around, obviously, but this is a glass door to the side of the case, so I don't want to risk cracking that. So I get cracking, screwing this up, and then we get ready to look at some of the other ports around the case and begin to turn this new machine on. Now, at the time of this video, I have already tested this computer and I can confirm it performs great at the tasks that I am going to use it for, which for the most part will be recording and editing videos, and it is an absolute beast for doing that. So this works out really great. Now let's have a look at the back of the case and see the ports here. There are a lot of ports at the back, which is another great thing about this. Having all of those USB ports means I can plug in everything I need to, and all of the video out ports, like the display ports and the HDMI ports, means I have all of the screens I need available for me for my tasks. Here I am attaching the Wi-Fi antennas to the back here, so we can have some good Wi-Fi signal. They just screw in easily like that, and once they're put in, you can point them to get a better Wi-Fi signal. So once that is done, we can take a look at plugging this in. There's the power plug plugged in right there, and we have life. There's the HDMI port plugged in there to the graphics card, and the mouse and keyboard plugged into the USB, and the system has world to life. Now, love it or hate it, there are these RGB lights going wild through this thing, which is kind of cool. You can see through the screen on the side of the case that the system is indeed doing its work. The fans light up and you can see the internal components like that. And overall, I am very happy with the performance of this computer. It does exactly what I would intend it to do. It is far more powerful than the system I previously had, and a definite upgrade for my video editing and video making needs. So there you have it. That is the Vortex gaming PC. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.